Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. In this one today, we're going to be doing another ranking video. For this one, we'll be ranking the worst wonder weapon in every single Treyarch game. Now, for this list, there will be no repeats of any wonder weapons, and we will also only be using the original game that the wonder weapon came out on. So, for example, the Wunderwaffe is in Black Ops 1, World at War, and Black Ops 3, but for this list, we would only use the one from World at War because that was the original game that it came out on. And whenever we do weapons, we have to include criteria, and the criteria for this list is going to be the ammo, the damage, ease of use, accessibility, and the unique effect. Real quick before we start, hit the sub button down below. It helps out the channel a lot. A ton of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and every little bit counts. But with all that out of the way with, let's just jump right into it. For the worst wonder weapon on World at War, we have the ray gun. Now, interesting enough, the ray gun on this game is by far one of the best ray guns we've seen in zombies, but the problem with World at War is that there's only two wonder weapons, the other being the Wunderwaffe, and to say that the ray gun is better than the Wunderwaffe would just be foolish. Granted, in terms of ammo and accessibility, the ray gun is much better because you can get the ray gun on every map on World at War, and the ammo hits the triple digits, holding a total of 200 when fully pack-a-punched, making it more reliable at taking you through the further rounds compared to the Wunderwaffe. The big reason why the ray gun is so much worse is because of the damage and the ease of use. On World at War, there isn't any PhD, so there isn't any way that you can protect yourself from the explosive damage dealt by this version of the ray gun, and the damage obviously holds back almost every version of the ray gun ever introduced in zombies. You'll be lucky to get past round 30 using the ray gun in World at War, which for that game during the time was really impressive, but with the later introduction of traps and different types of more powerful wonder weapons, it's not that great now. Now, moving into our next game, we have Black Ops 1, and this game has a lot of bad wonder weapons, but also a lot of good ones. The worst by far is the Winter's Howl. Now, in Black Ops 1, you also have the VR11, which arguably in solo is worse, but for this list, we are including the full effects of each wonder weapon in every game, and the VR11, when playing with multiple players, is actually one of the best in Black Ops 1 because it gives your teammates insta-kill and zombie blood effect. With the Winter's Howl, however, there is just no reason to ever use this wonder weapon over the ray gun, because at least with the ray gun in this game, you have more ammo and the ability to buy PhD, which makes it a lot more viable. The Winter's Howl does do more damage, but compared to any other weapon in zombies, it's not that great. You're going to start to notice the fall off with this gun around round 35. The only positive thing that I can say about this weapon is that against the Pentagon Thief, it's really good because of the total damage that you can deal while also slowing him down. Overall, with the Winter's Howl, it's not that great when compared to other wonder weapons, and not only is the worst in Black Ops 1, but one of the worst when it comes to COD zombies as a whole, due to the lack of overall damage and ammo compared to other wonder weapons. Moving into Black Ops 2, we have the Jet Gun as the worst wonder weapon for this game. Now, on paper, the Jet Gun is one of the best when it comes to zombies, as it technically does infinite damage and has infinite ammo, but the big issue with this gun is that it has horrible ease of use, and probably the worst ease of use compared to both wonder weapons and normal guns in zombies. If you use this wonder weapon too frequently, it will break, and you have to recollect every single part, which in Black Ops 2, if you're playing on solo, you have to carry one part at a time. Not only that, but this weapon is one of the worst to move around with and just overall really slow at kicking in and killing the zombies at a respectable rate. And yes, if we do just look at the stats on paper, it is one of the best wonder weapons in zombies, but you never see anyone saying that it is because it just sucks to make and use. There really isn't anything close that's worse when it comes to Black Ops 2. The only other weapon that you could maybe argue is the base Blundergat because it doesn't do infinite damage, and it's one of the only few wonder weapons in this game that can't damage a ton of zombies with one bullet, but it's so much easier to use than the Jet Gun in terms of accessibility. It's also a lot easier to obtain the Blundergat as well. Undoubtedly, the Jet Gun is the worst when it comes to Black Ops 2, and competing with the worst when it comes to zombies in general. Now moving into Black Ops 3, this was a rough one. There aren't really any bad wonder weapons in Black Ops 3, but the worst is the Raygun Mark III. Now again, not saying that the Raygun Mark III is by any means a horrible wonder weapon, but it's not that great compared to the others that are in Black Ops 3. It's the only wonder weapon that doesn't do infinite damage in Black Ops 3, and the accessibility can be annoying because it is only a box weapon. It does have a unique effect, that being the 3 different modes that are on this weapon. While it is interesting compared to other wonder weapons in Zombies, compared to the other effects that are in Black Ops 3, like the speed increase spore effect with the KT-4 or the shockwave effect with the Apothicon Servant, it's about the same. One thing I will say is that it does have a lot of ammo compared to most other wonder weapons in Black Ops 3, making it one of the best wonder weapons up until round 50. But with Gobblegums in Black Ops 3, ammo isn't really too much of an issue. So while other wonder weapons will continue to kill past round 50, the Raygun Mark III drops by a ton, almost becoming completely useless. It still can be useful in some ways past round 50 because of the slow effect with the left gun and the ray gun effect with the right. You can also slow down zombies and also kill the Manglers and Valkyrie drones effectively. Overall, the Raygun Mark III is a great wonder weapon and is actually one of my favorites, but compared to other wonder weapons in Black Ops 3, like the KT-4, the Apothicon Servant, or the bows on Horizon Drac, it just isn't as good. So for that, we're gonna have to put it as the worst wonder weapon in Black Ops 3. Moving into Black Ops 4, the worst wonder weapon is going to the Death of Orion. Now, in the previous video that I did, I said that the Tundra gun is the worst gun in Black Ops 4, but I failed to realize that they did buff this wonder weapon and it's actually really good today. A wonder weapon that isn't that good, however, is the Death of Orion, which in the same video I said was really good, but playing through the game once again, I realized that I made a mistake ranking this wonder weapon too high. When it comes to most wonder weapons in Black Ops 4, they aren't the best, but they aren't the worst either. A lot of wonder weapons in this game are just mediocre when it comes to the criteria. However, with the Death of Orion, it is interesting and fun to use, but it's not really effective when it comes to taking down zombies. When it comes to the damage, it doesn't really do much, and it's not that strong compared to other wonder weapons in Black Ops 4. It does have an effective unique effect where you can stop all the zombies from moving, but it's not that useful if you're not killing the zombies. In terms of ammo, it's actually alright compared to most other wonder weapons in Black Ops 4. You do also have an option to do an Easter egg quest to retrieve this wonder weapon, so it's really good when it comes to accessibility. And you can also do a glitch where if you reload while shooting, you can actually shoot this wonder weapon really fast and kill a variety of different mini bosses incredibly fast as well, which is cool, but not as effective as some other wonder weapons in Black Ops 4. Overall, this wonder weapon in terms of ammo, ease of use, accessibility, and the unique effect isn't that bad, but in terms of the damage with charge shots, it's not that great at all, and it's actually one of the worst when it comes to damage overall, as it takes forever to kill the zombies, and it doesn't do that much damage. So for that, we're gonna have to put this wonder weapon as the worst for Black Ops 4. And moving into our last game, we have Cold War Zombies, and the worst wonder weapon is going to the fire variant of the Die Shockwave. Now, wonder weapons in Cold War are actually really good. The Crystal Axe is very unique, and it has two variants that are also really good when it comes to the criteria. The Ray K, although nerfed, is still really solid, fun, and unique. The Ray Gun got a huge buff, making it one of the best for Cold War Zombies. The Cerberus is honestly one of the best wonder weapons of all time, with its unique variants and high damage. Even the Die variants are really good. Before, they weren't that great because they weren't pack-a-punchable, but now they are really solid. The Poison and Electric variants, although somewhat hard to use, are great when it comes to the damage. The Ice, although not great with damage, is really easy and fun to use. And the normal variants, being the Shockwave, is really effective in damage and ease of use, but not the best with ammo. However, the Fire variant is by far the worst because of the horrible damage and little to no unique effect, bad ammo, and just overall not being that effective. Now with any dye variant, you don't have to worry too much about the ammo because you have the suck, which makes getting more ammo really easily, but you have that effect with every variant of the dye, so why would you ever use the fire variant when its normal shot is just by far the worst? Overall, with this variant of the dye, it's just very weak compared to most other wonder weapons in zombies, and with its unique effect of being able to refill ammo, it's just not worth it when there's better wonder weapons and better variants. So for that, we're going to be putting this wonder weapon as the worst for Black Ops Cold War. Anyways, guys, it's going to wrap up this video for today. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, do all that. Leave your comments down below if you want to see me do any other type of videos. Check down the description as well for more zombie-related videos. And, yeah, I got nothing much else to say, so peace.